Alright guys, welcome back to another video. We're working on the Dodge Ram today. Every morning I crank it, it's just getting louder and louder and starting to wake up my neighbors, and I'm pretty sure they're starting to complain. So we're going to try to replace the belt today. Before we do, I want to actually check on this tensioner pulley right over here, just to see if there's any play in it. It should have a lot of resistance to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the belt off real quick before we go buy a new one. I mean, you can see this one's ready to go. But before I do it, I'm gonna go ahead and check this tensioner pulley to see if it needs to be replaced as well. To actually get the belt off, you just turn the tensioner pulley clockwise, and it's a size 15. So we'll shove this down here. We won't actually take the belt completely off. We'll just kind of pop it off just to check this pulley. Wiggle this back out here. And you can already see there should be some tension to that, and it's just free spooling. So we'll go ahead and replace that as well. Alright, we're pulling up to the parts store now. If you guys were curious, this truck just rolled over, my steering wheel gets out of the way, just rolled over 200,000 miles. We're almost at 201 now. Back at the house now, just got the hood popped, let that motor kind of cool down a little bit since we took it over to AutoZone. If you guys are curious what I paid, the pulley was $19.99 and the serpentine belt was $35.99. You could definitely get these cheaper at like Rock Auto or something, but I just wanted to go ahead and knock it out today, so I just went to the local AutoZone. But for 60 bucks, you can actually buy the whole assembly with the pulley, which I'll show you guys real quick. So you'll see like right behind your ignition coil right here. Let me kind of zoom in. But there's a whole assembly with the actual pulley itself. You can replace that entire thing, but it's like almost $100. Or you can just replace the pulley for itself for like $20. But it's pretty simple to replace. You just take the ignition coil out, which I actually might go ahead and do it just for the video purposes. But it's pretty simple to replace the entire thing. I'm gonna go ahead and weasel this old belt out of here. Well, I was gonna go ahead and take apart this assembly and show you guys how to change it, but the bolt, well, they should be bolts. I'm pretty sure I remember these being bolts, but mine are 2 screws on the ignition coils, and they're stripped. So I will not be taking out the ignition coil today, but it's pretty easy. It's usually just 2 bolts. I want to say they're like size 8 or 10, and then there's like a size 12 nut behind this bracket, and this whole thing comes off. It takes 2 seconds. Like I said, I would show you guys that mine are stripped for some odd reason. I think these were replaced at one point in time whenever this ignition coil was replaced. So we're just gonna go ahead and remove it off the front. Alright, so just 1 bolt. Alright, so this is the old pulley. You can kind of see this bearing in here. It's just free spinning. I was trying to show you guys out on the truck. It should have a little bit of resistance to it. This is the new one. You can see it's not wanting to free spin. So you definitely don't want this. So that's why we're gonna go ahead and replace it. That is much better. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and put this new belt on. If you guys were curious, or if you guys are doing this, you need to kind of take a picture of how everything is routed, or your truck should have a belt routing sticker on the front, right here on the front bracket in front of the radiator. So just follow that, or if you guys don't have the sticker, like I said, you can just take a picture of how everything's routed.
this is the fun part.
Alright guys, finally got the belt on. Not gonna lie, it took me like 15-20 minutes because I was trying to stay on this ladder, fight with this brush guard. The truck is lifted, and also my radiator is still hot. I probably should have bought these parts yesterday, but we got the belt on. Obviously went with the routing, make sure everything is routed like it should be, make sure everything's also in the grooves, so you don't want to like offset down here or anything like that. So we got everything in the grooves, as you can see. New belt is looking good. I did have a problem with it being a lot tighter because obviously this belt was loose and worn out. So I was using the socket at first because that belt was so loose, but I finally just had to go to the actual wrench and I was able to slip the belt on over. So that was giving me the most difficulty, was trying to get that belt over the socket and the wrench to get on here, so that we just went to the wrench instead. But anyways, got it all on. We're about to do the first crank up. Alright guys, she's been idling for about 2 or 3 minutes. Nothing crazy falling off yet, so I think everything's good to go. Pretty simple install if you guys want to do it yourself. Only took like probably 20-30 minutes. Like I said, most of it was just fighting that pulley down there. But everything's looking good, no weird noises or anything. So I think we're good to go. As always guys, I appreciate you guys watching. This is actually my 100th video on this YouTube channel. So if you guys have been along since the beginning, I appreciate it all. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.